then do you believe in gender roles or no? No? So like if you was in a relationship and the man was paying the bulk of the bills, would you be a stay-at-home wife?
I mean, I'm really good at keeping myself busy, so
Yeah.
I could do it, especially like if I had kids, because
Okay.
yeah, there's always so much to do. But I do like having my own money and making my own money at the same time.
Okay. But like what if you didn't have to go out there and make the money? Like the man was financially stable enough and working wasn't mandatory, but it was optional.
I mean, I would
Does that-
possibly consider staying at home and
But you would prefer to really get your own money.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't like relying on other people.
Okay, yeah, chat. Yep. They really feminists out here. Okay,
feminists, yeah.
fair enough. So here's
Thank you. You explain it. That's the feminist I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
A woman can pay a bill too. We can share the rent. I just
But
want it to
most-
be equal for everybody.
Okay, but most women don't want to pay go 50-50 on bills. Most women want the men to pay the majority of the bills.
Then those women
most
should
women
not
don't
be
want to.
wondered if they sent it to the kitchen. That's what I'm talking about. I just want it to be equal for everybody. Not only women. I feel like, yeah, we can pay a bill too. We also can know who to pay a rent. We can also have a big car. And like, you just
here's
explain
a
it the
question,
right way.
ladies. Question. Here's what I'm trying to get at. Are you really that motivated to be in the workforce and make some money? Or is it something that you have to do, like you don't have a choice because you need the money?
So I personally feel like,
Yeah.
obviously, like you said before, nobody wants to work. But I also think it's different if you have your own business, because then there is more motivation and you're not focusing on just the thought of like making somebody else rich.
Okay. Repeat that again. So you said that you believe that no one really wants to have to work.
Right.
Meaning that like it's mandatory. Like you have to work because you don't know when's the next meal going to come, how you're going to pay your bills. Like you really have to work. Do y'all feel the same or no?
No.
Maya, you feel like that? Like, you're in a position where you have to work and you don't have a choice? Or do you feel like, women in general really don't care about working, but they're working because they're in a position where they have to work? How do you feel? What's your thoughts on that?
If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't work. If I didn't have to.
Okay. Then you
If I
agree.
didn't have to, I wouldn't work, period.
Got it. What about
Whether
you?
I own my own business or not.
Or not. If you ain't have to,
Because
you wouldn't.
apparently, according to your followers and your commenters, there's no way with my mindset I could run a business. So aside from that, whether I have my own business or
You
not,
shouldn't read the comments.
whether I have my own business or not, would I want to work if I could not work?
Show me
No, hell
the comment.
no, hell no. Because
That's true.
doing
What a-
lashes and doing all that is a back pain. I go to physical therapy. Like very much have my own business. Very much, yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
And what about
Believe it or
you?
not.
If you
People
didn't
fuck
have
with
to
me
work,
and they pay me.
like if you didn't have to work, would you want to work?
It depends.
If you were doing what you love or not, right?
Exactly. If you
Yep.
do
If you're
something,
doing what you love or not.
Exactly. If you do like, of course, if I would be like with a millionaire, will come from a rich family, but like, if I don't have to work, like, is it not nice just to be traveling around or be like at Georgina? Then, but if you're like doing something for work that you loved and you dreamed about when you was little, I don't think it's working. I think it's a hobby.
So are you doing what you love right now?
Not exactly what I love, but I'm comfortable.
Okay, so if you were to meet a guy tomorrow,
I'm
a rich
comfortable.
guy, and he said,
Yeah.
"Baby, don't work anymore. I got you." Would you not
Never.
work?
Well,
Never.
if the full
Never.
package
If-
it
yes, if
included,
he's your
like,
type.
because I'm not gonna go
And it
with a
was
man for
genuine
money
love.
that I don't like.
No, it was genuine love. He's saying it's a connection. You have a connection with this man. It's genuine.
I would try to see like what business is he into it, and see if I can help him into his business.
Yeah.
Something like that, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so
Like,
you would help
yeah.
the man out with his business.
Yes, exactly. Like, okay, I don't need to work. Like, I don't need to go
Now,
to
ladies,
an office, but let me see if I can help him in
Ask
the business
us that
he's
question.
into.
Ask us that question. Would we work if we didn't have to work? Go ahead and ask us the question.
Okay,
If you're in a relationship, like, be specific, like,
No, just in general.
if you wouldn't have to work, would you work?
Yeah, I would always work.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. What about you, East?
No, I would work because like I can't be at home and do nothing.
Yeah.
But it don't mean you just because you're not working don't mean you're at home doing nothing.
I'll explain to you. So what I'm saying here is men, we have a natural propensity that's in us to compete, right? We have a natural propensity to compete.
So
we
I'm a
want to
man?
compete with other men. We want to go ahead and compete out there in the
Masculine.
marketplace of ideas and be in the competition, right?
Right.
Now, since we have this natural propensity to compete, it comes from because men like to create things. Everything that you're seeing and touching and most of the things that you use has all been created by men. The majority of it. Now, did women create some things? For sure. Women definitely created some things as well. But the majority of things that you use, men created in this modern day world.
Okay.
Men in
So
China.
the reason
Not sure.
is the difference between us. I just pointed out a difference. If you didn't have to work, y'all women would choose, I wouldn't work. If we didn't have to work, we would still choose to get out there and work. That's the difference
What's your
between us.
definition of
So,
working, though?
real quick, let me finish my
What's your
point.
definition of
When we're
working? Because when I
speaking
think about working, I
got it.
don't
Let me
think
just finish.
about the
Yo,
shit that
Maya,
y'all be
let me,
thinking about.
Maya, let me finish
Like
my
a
point and I'll let you speak.
For real. Exactly. Thank you. Can I exit now? Left?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to leave the podcast, you can. I'm just saying,
Because
let me
I
finish my
just
point.
said that your definition of working is not the same thing as a woman's definition of working. Like, it's not the same thing. You're
Okay,
sitting
so you
here
wanna
trying
get
to
to
make
definitions.
a point about,
Got it.
oh, as a
So
man,
what's
I
your
would work
definition
even
of
if I didn't
working?
have to, and
Into
as
the
a
mic.
woman, you wouldn't work.
You gotta
if didn't
speak in the
have to.
mic.
My definition of working is not the same thing as your definition of working.
Got
if
it.
I do
Speak in
way
the mic.
more in a day.
Can no
than
one
you-
hear you, Maya? Speak
Nobody
in the
gotta
mic.
hear me.
You gotta
You
speak
hear me
into
and
the
you
mic.
feel me.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
Why you-
live
just
right now.
take it
Yeah,
easy. We just
speak in the
having a
mic. We just having
I'm sorry
conversation.
because I read the comments and that shit
Okay,
is
what
just.
the comments got to do with me and you?
Exactly.
That don't got nothing to do
But
with
also
you.
the stuff that you're saying sounds crazy, kind of. This
I'm
is
not
why
coming
you're
at
like
y'all. We
influencing
speaking
your
in general.
commenters.
Just having
They're
a
like going
Nah.
off of your lead.
Maya, we speaking in general right now. No one's speaking specifically about you. I didn't call
I'm
you
not
a
speaking
name.
specifically about me
I don't-
either.
listen, calm down real quick.
I'm speaking in
Yeah, but
general
we
as a
just
woman.
talking,
We
like-
just
I'm
having a
sorry.
conversation. Deanna, did I
I'm
call you a
sorry.
name? Did I
Yeah,
say
like we
anything
just
to you?
talking.
I'm
We
sorry.
really just
I
good for
didn't-
this.
We are still good. This
I
is
didn't
just
call no
my.
one
This is
names.
my passion. My passion is just.
That's cool. That's cool. We just having a convo. But listen,
Me too.
You gotta have some good decorum right now, or if not, then we may have to figure out an exit plan. But I want everyone to stay.
And my clients
have
are
this
still gonna
conversation.
rebook. So
Okay. We're not.
No one's speaking about none of that. So let me just finish the point of what I was making, right?
Lock
So I'm illustrating the difference between men and women working. I'm saying that
think you
men, we
are.
have a natural propensity to work. You brought up a good question. You said,
You
well,
think you are.
what's your definition of working?
yeah.
Okay. You want me
Exactly.
to give you mine? My definition of working, and then you can give me yours? Okay, cool. My definition of working, as I was speaking about it before, men, we have a natural propensity, is in our biology, to want to compete with other people. If you ever look at boys when they get young, it's boys and girls, the differences of boys and girls. Now, this is generally speaking. This isn't all, right? But generally speaking, you'll see the differences between boys and girls because girls will go into things where there's no competition. They'll play house. There's no competition in house. They'll
That's
play
not true,
hopscotch.
which is why I'm
Let
so.
me finish. I
can't
said
just shut
generally,
up.
generally speaking.
That's not general. I guess I don't fit in the general population.
Yeah, you may not fit in the general population. So generally speaking, girls go into girls play things like hopscotch and they play house. Boys, they go into fields like tag and all of these things where there's a competition. There's a winner and a loser. You get what I'm saying?
I used to do that too when I was little.
Yeah, that's totally
Like
fine. I'm
play
speaking
tag. I
about
was not
general.
into
I'm not
Barbie.
speaking about all. This is general, right? Generally speaking,
you.
boys and girls, the difference is we play things that has a winner or a loser at the end.
Because they say you can walk off at any time.
Okay, now if we doing this, are you leaving or not?
I don't feel like I fit in your description of what y'all speaking about.
I mean, we didn't even get into the first video yet. We just speaking about this conversation.
Well, I don't.
This introduction right here. Yeah.
Why you?
I think I understand where Maya's coming from.
Because
Like,
I'm getting frustrated.
no, I think
what?
Okay, you could.
Because I'm passionate about what the fuck
You could be passionate and still have a conversation.
listen, but real quick.
Being independent, about being a woman.
Okay,
Like,
well,
y'all
listen,
trying to play
if-
us right now.
Nah, if you
We're trying to
wanna-
get money off of, this is how y'all
No,
monetize.
not at all. Not
What
at
are
all.
you talking
If you're
about?
gonna leave, look, real quick, I'll be honest with you. I normally don't do this. So you're getting grace out of Cooley right now. If you want to leave, you can go ahead and leave. If you don't want to leave, I need you back in the seat now so we can finish the conversation. Then we'll move on.
Let's take a seat. Let's change the question. Look, I think what
No, we're
Maya
not
was
changing the question. We gonna.
No, I'm not
we
changing
sticking
the
right
question.
here and then right after.
It's about, she said, what is your topic of working? Like, you're doing something that you
and we
love,
can speak.
right? You have your podcast.
No. We can speak about the whole working thing as well. But Maya, yo, what's up? Are you leaving or are you staying?
And I was not talking about changing the question to another topic. I was like about the way she expressed herself. I think you all got her wrong.
No, we didn't get anything
we didn't get anything wrong.
She was just.
She could express herself, but
she
she's
can
just
express
getting
herself.
too.
Yeah.
She's
That's
taking
cool.
it too personal. You know,
That's cool.
like who cares what the comments say? Like, what did we say
Like,
before
you're
we got
doing
on air?
something that you
Yeah,
like,
They're
right?
gonna do mic talk
You don't
crap.
read the comments.
trauma,
No, I don't read that.
You gotta have.
We got trauma, okay?
Everybody has trauma, but you gotta have control.
I'm sorry.
Yo.
Did it again.
Can't be cussing like that either. I don't think we're an hour in. No, we're not an hour in.
Shoot. I'm sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool. Let's just go ahead and let's just finish up this conversation. Then we'll get into some clips. Don't run from a conversation. I believe you.
In fight or flight, I flight.
Oh, I mean,
In fight or flight, I flight.
What I'm saying
I'm
is-
good at going.
keep some decorum. Keep your composure. It ain't that serious. No one's speaking about you.
I'm a woman, so you are speaking about me. That's the whole point you're not getting.
What did I
I'm
say
a
earlier
woman.
before we
Let
got
me
on air?
I'm a
illustrate
woman.
this.
At the end of the
Let me
day, I was
illustrate
born
this.
with a.
Let's
You're
have some
speaking
logic
about
here real
me.
quick. Do you think that broke men are unattractive?
No, unfortunately,
You dated them.
unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, would you date them now?
Now, if I know you're broke,
Yeah.
it depends. If you got like a mentality where you don't want to
No,
be broke,
he got no mentality to want to be broke. He's just broke.
if he's just broke and he don't mind being broke, nah, I can't f- with you.
You
If
can't
you're
mess with
broke
him.
and you need like some help,
Okay.
I might fuck with you.
So broke-
if I see potential in you,
You-
yeah.
That's
what I'm
I'm
talking
not
Yeah, if
speaking
I see
about that.
potential in you, I can build you
Yeah.
up.
Got
But
it.
if you're a bum and you're just broke and you're content with being a broke bum,
All
I
right,
can't f-
got
with you.
So you would say that generally broke men are unattractive. The ones that don't have any ambition to
Nah,
be
because
better.
there's some fly ass bums out there.
What I'm saying is this.
There's some fly ass bums out
Okay,
there.
got
That's
you,
not
got
what
you.
I'm saying.
What I'm saying is this, and listen, don't listen to respond, actually like listen to listen. What you said, the broke guys that have no ambition to change their behaviors, they're always going to be broke. They don't want to make money. They just broke bums. You would say that those guys are not for you, right?
Exactly.
And guess what? I'm not one of those guys. So think about the conversation that we're having. Don't clap. I'm trying to illustrate a point to you. We're speaking in general, but me and Ease don't fit that description. And you just said some broke guys are not for you. You're not attracted to those guys. They're basically lames, right? But we're not getting our panties in a bunch and getting mad like, well, I feel like you're talking about men. If you speak about any type of men, you're speaking about me. I'm
But
trying
I
to
have-
illustrate. Stop it real quick, Maya. I'm trying to illustrate to you. So when we're having conversations, you don't got to take it personal. We can speak in general about men and women, and you ain't, if it don't fit, you know, don't take it to heart.
Don't mean it don't fit somebody that I care and love
Okay,
about.
so I could say the same thing. I know people that's broke and they're close to me, and
I'm not speaking
that's not
about broke, though.
offended. No, I just asked you a question and you was speaking about broke people.
Men
I
and
pretty
men,
much
most
said
people are
that to illustrate the difference that when you're speaking about men, our panties not getting in the bunch. We're not being emotional. We're not getting mad and stuff
This
like
is
that.
your podcast. You're running the show. You're running how this is going. You're running the conversation.
It's
You're
just-
leading everything. So of course it's not gonna. If you know what's coming, is you're
I don't
prepared. You're not gonna be
No, I don't
offended
know
by
what's
that.
coming. It's
You missed
regular
the-
conversation.
you missed the whole point.
You missed the
No.
whole point of what we're speaking about. But it's okay. Can you speak in the mic actually, Maya? Can you lean back and speak
So
in
they
the
can
mic?
hear you.
So anyways, all right. So let's just finish up this topic in regards to feminism, in regards to what I was speaking about when it comes to working. The point that I illustrated before is that men, we have a natural propensity to go out there and create things and compete in the marketplace of ideas, in the marketplace of just making money. With that being said, if you ask a man, you know, if you didn't have to work, would you work? Most men would be like, nah, I still want to go out there and compete. I still want to go out there and work because I'm a man. I provide for myself. I provide for the people I love. It's in me to do this. It's just this natural biological instinct. Women We asked you the question. You don't have this natural biological instinct. This is why.
Not the same.
Okay, we can get to that. This is why.
I do have
why.
it.
And that's
Definition-
okay.
and
I
No,
do
you don't.
have
You
it.
already
I
said you
do have
don't.
it.
That's
And that's
okay,
why
it's
I'm
not
a
the same. Why are you
feminist.
upset
That's
that it's
my
not the
Yeah, you
same?
already
Because I
said
feel like
that
y'all
you
trying to
don't.
play us talking about if we didn't have to work, we wouldn't work. It's because our definition of working
What's your
is not
definition
the
of working?
same. My definition of
Speaking
working.
to Mike now.
My definition of working
No, not
is
your hand
being
over
on
it.
the go from the moment I open my eyes to the moment I close them. If I get to close them the same day.
Are you making money doing
Are you
that?
making money doing it?
Sometimes, but my kids don't pay me to take
Then
care
it
of
ain't
them.
working then. It ain't working then.
If you're
How
not
is
making
it
money,
not
it's not
working?
working.
That ain't
How is
working.
it not working?
If you're not making
that's
money,
the,
you're
that's
not
the whole
working.
point. As a
No,
man and a
what
woman, we
working
view
is-
things differently.
I got you. The difference
Because
is
being a
this.
mother is a full-time job, plus running a business at the same time. Yeah,
Nah, it
like,
ain't a job.
hello?
No.
Hello? Yes, it is.
Being a mother
Yes, it
isn't a job. Being
Yes,
a mother
it
is a
It
being
is-
a
it
mother
is
is a
actually the
blessing.
hardest
Yes,
job.
it
No, it
is.
isn't.
And
Yes,
the
it
worst
is.
paid.
Yes, it is. This
It
is why.
is.
This is what I.
It
this is
is.
why I get frustrated because y'all don't
Being a
realize.
mom
You're
is
not a mom.
work.
How can you say what being a mother is? Are you a mom? Do you have
Not
a pussy?
being
Did
a
you push a
mom.
baby out?
Not being
Being
a
a mom
mom.
is
What
work, but it's not
comes
a-
with being
you
a
don't get
mom?
paid
What
for it.
comes
You get paid
with
for
being
it.
a mom?
Right.
Yeah.
It
And
is
I'm not
being a mom
adopted
is
mother,
work.
but I'm
It's not easy, but
You have kids, Deanna?
you're not
Nah,
getting
neither of them
paid
have kids.
for it.
Deanna has a
Neither of them
dog.
have kids. That's
All
why
right,
I'm so ready
yes,
to get
sit
up and
back-
walk out.
sit back in the
because
mic so we can
Brooklyn
hear
has
I
you.
hell.
run a
Damn.
business and I raise
Mama,
kids, and I'm
I
very
understand
successful
where you're
by
coming
myself.
from.
And y'all got people in the comments talking about she runs a business. I don't believe. Yeah, follow me on Instagram though. Like, what the fuck?
All right,
Follow
all
me
right,
on
bet,
Instagram.
bet.
though.
Who cares what they
Mama,
saying? Like,
you
who
can't
cares?
get mad at the comments. Those people are sitting there watching you.
I'm not mad. I'm just ready to go back to my house and my business. Like,
you
I'm
mad.
ready to go
So-
back. Like, the
so
fuck?
listen
I'm not
real
getting
quick.
paid for this. Is this work? Nah, because I ain't getting paid. So, actually, I'm going to exit left. Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
we're talking about jobs and getting paid and all this, but are we getting paid to be here and sit
No,
here and
no
talk
one's
about
getting.
this?
It's a conversation. No one's getting paid to have a conversation.
No, we're not, though.
Yeah, no one's getting paid to have a conversation. Okay, so cool. So your definition
We're
of
getting paid, though, because you're monetizing off of my thoughts and my opinions and the backlash I'm getting off of how the I feel as being a woman.
no,
You
I'll get
monetizing
paid
off of
anyway
that,
if I just go
So
live.
of course you'd want to keep working because
No,
you're
I
getting
get-
paid off of me,
No, I
off
get
of a
paid-
woman. You're getting paid off of a woman, so of course you'd want to keep working.
No, I
'Cause
get
who's
paid
doing
even
the
if I
work?
go
You
live.
or me? Me, right? Exactly.
You gotta
No,
make us go
I get-
viral.
I
You
get
gotta make us
paid
go
even if
viral.
I-
That's my whole point, though. Yeah.
No,
so
I get
let's go
paid
viral
even
for
if
the
I-
second time because I have a business and I went viral once by myself. So maybe I
Can't
could
nobody
go
hear you.
Viral twice.
You need to speak in the mic.
I'll blame the
you?
chat.
Yeah.
I'll blame the chat.
Mama,
All right, cool.
what
So-
really
Yeah.
makes you mad? Like them or the comments? What is it? What really makes you like mad?
What
Where's that
makes me
anger coming
mad?
from right now?
Stupid ass people.
Okay,
So
cool.
the
So it's not
comments,
always the
right?
comments.
So
Right?
yeah, let's
Y'all be saying
move it
some
on.
stupid
Let's
shit,
move it
though.
on.
The
So,
comments.
anyways, ladies, you gotta respect one mic at a time. We need some decorum, some professionalism. So one mic at a time, right? At the end of the day,
I do like
was what I was illustrating here, and you keep cutting me off. Don't cut me off again, or I'm kicking you out. Not gonna do it again, right? Anybody cuts me off again, it's final warning for everybody. Anybody cuts me off, you getting kicked out. I gave you grace. You get no more Cooley grace, right? And I give you women graces because I have kids. I know how kids act, and guess what? Women kind of act like kids.
Wow.
So calm down and chill.
You might not even have to kick me out.
Hey, and if you want to leave, you can go ahead and leave. But at the end of the day, I'm giving grace, so just chill. Let me finish my point, and then once I land my plane, you girls can talk, and we could have the discussion. As I was saying before, I'll just finish the end, right? So your definition of working doesn't fit a definition of working. Working means being in a marketplace of competing with other people for income. If you just get up and open up your eyes and you're on the go and you're not making any money,
Nah, but-
are you working? That's not considered working. What I'm saying is men, we actually like to compete with other people. If you're a mom taking care of her children isn't work. That's a privilege. You've birthed those kids. That's a blessing.
By
Those are your beautiful kids. So when you have the ability to take, you don't have to take care of your kids. You get to take care of your kids. You're thinking about the language wrong. Oh, you wake up in the morning, I have to do this. I have to do that. No, you don't have to do anything. You get to do it. Think about if you didn't have any kids.
I don't have to.
You wouldn't get the chance to take care of kids. You right?
And I'm happy
So you have to
about
be
it. I don't have
grateful
kids,
for the
I'm
things.
happy.
What I'm saying is you got to be grateful for the things that you have. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.